सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Putana Vadham is treated by our Acharyas in very many ways. They say, as per Tatkratu Nyayam, when the Jivatma is about to depart a material body, whatever that particular manas thinks of, it shall be that. Jada Bharata Charitram is a blatant example of that, where Bharata was thinking of the deer and he became the deer. Imagine that a devotee is listening to Krishna consuming milk of Putana, and at that moment the Jivatma leaves. This is an exception to the Tatkratu Nyayam, where Acharyas say that there shall be no Janma where the Jivatma is to be in a material body and drink the milk of another mother, which means Punarjanmam na bhavuva. There shall be no rebirth again, no birth again, which is true of Putanavadham. Bhattatri takes us through the aftermath of Putanavadham. What did they do with her body? What was so special about her body? Comes here. Vrajeshwara shaurivacho nishamya samavrajana dhvani bhita chetaha nishpishta nissesha tarum nirikshya kaschit padartham sharanam gatastvam. Vrajeshwaraha samabrajan. Vrajeshwaraha, the king of all Vrajas, who is Nandagopa, while he was returning home, he says samabrajan. He was returning to his house because he had been to Mathura to pay the regular revenue, tax, whatever needs to be paid to Kamsa, met up with his very good friend Vasudeva and was returning home. Vrajeshwaraha samavrajan nishamya shauri vachaha. But after listening to shauri vachaha, shauri is Vasudeva. After listening to Vasudeva's words, because Vasudeva had warned that there are some evil omens which are being observed, be careful. Shauri vachaha niriksha kaschit padartham. And as he was returning home, true to Vasudeva's words, Nanda was able to see a huge corpse, a dead body lying in front of his house. Nirikya kaschit padartham adhvani nishpishta nisyesha tarum. Adhvani nisyesha. So without sparing any tree in the vicinity, that particular corpse had uprooted all the trees because the body had fallen for that long. Adhvani nishpishta nisyesha tarum bhita chetaha sharanam gataha tvam. So, looking at this huge body and on the other side Nandagopa coming, people were extremely worried and they sought a refuge in you. Sharanam gataha tvam kam chit padartham. So, they were all wondering, what is this padartham? What is this body? At the same time, they were extremely attached to you because you are also a padartham which is beyond their understanding. Your Paramatma, Purandaradasa says, Anoraniyana Mahato Mahiyana Aprameyana Adisidalu Yashode Jagadodharana. The one who is responsible for the entire universe is now the son of Yashoda, is what the great composer Purandaradasa wonders. So, Kaschit Padartham Gataha Sharanam Tvam. They all came and sought refuge in you. One meaning is people sought refuge in Nandagopa, asking him what is the way out. Finally, everybody sought refuge in you that please get us out of this mess. So what happened next? Nishamya gopi vachanatu dantam sarvepi gopa bhaya vismayandhaha tvatpatitam ghora pishacha deham dehur viduretha kuthara krittam atha nishamya udantam. On hearing to the story, gopi vachanat sarve gopaha api, from the words of the gopikas, all the remaining gopas, Bhaya Vismayandhaha Dehuhu Vidure. First, Vismayandhaha. They were extremely awestruck. They were shocked. Vismayandhaha Dehuhu. That particular body of Putana, Vidure. They took that far off from the place where they were living. Vidure Dehuhu Bhaya Vismayandhaha. Those people who were struck with awe, with shock, took this corpse of Putana very well away from the place where they were living. Ghora Pishacha Deham. They were astonished to look at this devilish body. So he says, Ghora Pishacha Deham Tvat Patitam. That body which was killed by you. See, the Ascharyam here is Bhagavan killing Putana is not the Ascharyam. A little boy killing Putana is that Ascharyam. So he says, Tvat Patitam, that body which was felled by you, Kuthara Krittam, that body which had to be taken away, how it was taken, Kuthara Krittam. So they all brought axes and started cutting her body from different parts and escorted those parts to that far off place. Tvatpita Putastana Tacharirat Samuchalan Nuchatarohi Dhumaha Shankamadhat Agaravaha Kimesha Kim Chandano Gauggulavothaveti. He Dhuma Samuchalan Uchataraha. Though that body was taken very far off from that habitat, those sticks were placed, though it was burned, that smoke that emanated started reaching their households. He dhumaha, that smoke, samuchalan uchataraha. It went in all directions and started touching the skies. Tvat pita puta stanatacharira. From that body, what is that body? Again, Bhattadri keeps us reminding, that is no normal body. That body, when living, whose breast was touched by you, Krishna. Puta stanat tacharira. That body which had become pure as a result of you sucking milk from her, that body, adat shankamiti, raised doubts. Now you'll have to compare. The body which came of the demoness was touched by Bhagavan's shariram, which is he was drinking milk from that body. So there is a contact. That body was taken away to a far off place. It was burnt. That smoke had come. What is so surprising about that smoke? Because it started raising doubts in people. Adat shankamiti. People started doubting. What did they doubt? Yeshaha agaravaha kim. Is this agaravam? Agaravam is a certain ingredient that is used in the making of perfume. It's a very, very good smelling ingredient. So people were wondering, agaravaha, agalocham, it is a certain incense which gives us good smell. Kim chandanaha, is it sandalwood? If you come through the western Ghats, beginning with some parts of Gujarat, large parts of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Chandanam is very common. So he says, Kim Chandanaha, is this sandalwood? Athava Gaugulavaha, is it Gaugulu? Is it a guggulu? It's a certain, again, an incense which smells very well. So he wonders, Gaugulavaha, Chandanaha, Agaravaha. People started wondering, Is what incense, what agarbatti is this? Why does it smell so good? So people were wondering what made the body of a demoness that should be rotting, that should be obnoxious, smell so good. मदङ्गसङ्गस्य फलं न दूरे क्षणेन तावत् भवतामपि स्यात् इत्युल्लपन् वल्लवतल्लजेभ्यस्त्वं पूतनामातनुथाः सुगन्धिं त्वं पूतनामा आतनुथाः पूतनाम. You, हे भगवान, of sacred names, केशवाय नारायणाय माधवाय गोविन्दाय विष्णवे मधुसूदनाय त्रिविक्रमाय वामनाय श्रीधराय हृषीकेशाय पद्मनाभाय दामोदराय. So these are the 12 names associated with Bhagavan. So he says, Tvam Putanama Atanuthaha Putanam. You, hey Bhagavan, of sacred names, Pavitranam Pavitramyo, Mangalanam Scha Mangalam. You are the one that adds auspiciousness to those objects which are considered auspicious. Atanuthaha Putanam. Did make Putana Sugandhim Ullapan. Very fragrant. Ullapan Vallava Tallajebhyaha, hinting to the chieftains of the Gopas. Those Gopas were extremely wondering what is happening. That thus, while they were wondering, iti phalam madanga sangasya. It was as if Bhagavan was telling them, see, she had association with my body. Now look at her. There's so much of gandham coming. So when there is an association with my body, something good happens. Similarly, Gopas, you are all touching me, carrying me. Later you'll be playing with me. Do not worry. You too shall receive very good fruits that are even envied by Maharishis. Iti phalam madanga sangasya na dure bhavatam api. The fruits of association with me and my body is not far away for you all. Na dure bhavatam api tavat syat kshanena. That shall happen very soon. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about how long it will take. It will happen very soon. It was as if Bhagavan was assuring them. Chitram pishachyana hatah kumaraha chitram puraiva kathi shaurinedam iti prashamsan kila gopaloko bhavan mukhaloka rase nyamangshit. Gopalokaha nyamangshit kila. The Gopa community was indeed immersed. They were extremely immersed. Bhavan Mukha Aloka Rase Prashamsan. They were so joyous on looking at your face because you were saved. In that process, you were completely saved. So they were extremely immersed looking at your face. Rase Prashamsan. Thus they ended up praising you. Iti Kumaraha na hataha pishachya. This boy was not killed by that pishachi, which is that demoness. So they were telling the boy was not killed by that pishacha lady, that Putana. Chitram idam pura eva. Wonder. They were earlier itself wondering. They were telling, we were already told that Vasudeva, that Shauri had already said, evil potents are coming, nothing will happen to your baby, be careful. So it is because of Vasudeva's words that our Krishna is saved. They didn't understand that the one whom they were having and seeing is the one who protects the entire universe. Akathi Shaurina Chitram. Akathi Shaurina Chitram. That Shaurina, that Shauri, Vasudeva had already said is what they were wondering. Chitram. What a marvel, what a marvel. They were wondering. Chitram idam pura eva. Akathi Shaurina Chitram. They were all wondering. This is how Bhattatri also is wondering at Sri Guruvayurappan of Guruvayur, because it is this very boy of Divyamangala Vigraham, so short, the one who measured the worlds, the one who came out of the pillar as Narasimha, the one who is now as a little Krishna in the hands of the Gopas and the Gopikas. So this entire Putana episode comes to a close. Bhattatri has dedicated 2 dashakams to it. Through these 2 dashakams, he takes us as to how people were wondering how this incident happened.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshika Daya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes. And the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar. Geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskaram.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण